Alright, so we're back once again, and today I kind of want to touch on something that's been bothering me for the past couple of, I don't know if it's been months or weeks. As you kind of might have noticed, I haven't been producing all that much content recently. I used to have a fairly high output, but it's dropped recently, and I think it's mostly correlated with the fact that I'm getting really burned out playing World of Warships. There's a couple of things that go into this, and I'm going to discuss them in a little bit. But yeah, I've just been feeling that the game is, I don't know. Let's just get into it. Typically, when you play games and you get burned out, it's from either the game's becoming unrewarding as a whole, or you're playing too much, or your real life changes in such a way that it doesn't line up with how you used to be when you actually enjoyed playing the game. I think that's the three main factors that I have kind of figured out that burnout kind of stems from, even when I'm playing other games. So with that, let's actually go into a couple of these. I'm going to start off with game changes, and this is something that I think is probably the biggest factor for me. Is I feel like there's a really good core game here, but it's been sabotaged to an extent. Firstly, when I started playing, I think it was 2016 maybe, when I first started playing this game. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's when I first started casually playing the game. And it wasn't my main game. I used to enjoy playing other games like Rome Total War, or like League of Legends, like really big popular games. But this game it was a really fun casual game for me, and then it started taking up more of my time, because I started actually enjoying it more. There's a lot of kind of really fun dynamics, really fun interplays between different ships, AP, HE, stuff like that. And the fact that it mimicked real life to an extent was a really big kind of clawing factor, you know? Because you always hear about things like the Battle of Jutland, the Battle of Midway, stuff like that, but you never really see that in game form. You always see like land battles in game form, you never see like naval battles. So that was the main drawing factor for me, and that really snowballed my interest up until a point where I was playing probably maybe 6 or 7 or 8 hours a day. Not consistently, but that would be the length of my gaming sessions. That was when I was most into the game. So we fast forward a couple of years, and the game changes quite significantly. It's no longer, how do I put this? It's no longer the the fun, historical kind of fun to play game. It's more arcadey to an extent, and the game design, well, for me, I don't know, I could be completely bullshitting here, but this is what I feel. The game, it reminds me of like a incremental game where like you have to grind, and you lose the aspect of actually enjoying playing, because there's so many things to grind that you lose track of what you actually enjoy playing. And of course that could be a personal fault for me, but I think when so many of those things are pushed in your face, it becomes all-encompassing to an extent where you can't actually avoid it. And I think that's demonstrated by things like the Puerto Rico, and then straight after you have like a grind for British cruisers now, and there's probably going to be something after that coming into Easter, and then you have Halloween, summer, and then Christmas again. It becomes a lot. That being said, I think this is probably the main reason why I'm feeling fairly burned out recently about this game, and I've been stepping into other games, and I'll probably start making a little bit more content on other games. I've been playing War Thunder recently, and I've been playing Rome Total War again, and they're really fun, really enjoyable again, so I'll probably start posting some content relating to those. Obviously I don't think they're going to take over the main aspect of this channel, but they'll be featured. I think priorities actually changed too for me as a person. Over the past couple of years, I've been more focused on real life things, than actual in-game things. When I was younger, about maybe 15, 16, 17, all you'd have to worry about is school, and then play games or sports or something like that. There would be there's no external worries. So obviously that's a little bit of it, but again, it's not the main factor. And one more thing I actually want to point out. I think for my playstyle and the way I play, the game is fundamentally not all of the game, but a part of the game is actually fundamentally kind of opposed to the way I like to play games. Like, I like to go into a game, get the action done, get kind of the mechanical skill immediately, and then jump into another game. But the fact that, and I've been saying this a lot even on my live stream, is that I think if they made the maps smaller but kept the same number of ships, this game would grow in popularity exponentially. Now again, you have problems like carriers, not growing popularity but growing fun exponentially. But yeah, again, you have problems like carriers where they can, if they have a smaller map, they have more strike power. But removing carriers is a discussion for a different time. But yeah, I think things like that where you make the action, it's like a good YouTube video. You have to compress it down till you get the really good jumpy kind of get to the action immediately and then follow that through the entire time. That's what makes like a really good video. In the same way it makes a really good game. Like, people want the enjoyment now. They don't want to have to like start up their ship, steam for like 3 minutes just to get in range to shoot someone and then maybe shoot someone. And I know casual players, and if Wargame is actually prophesying their game to casual players, I think that's a way they have to look at it to an extent. You know, there is good movements in the right direction, like ranked 1v1 and stuff like that, and I hope more of that kind of design philosophy is coming into the game. So I'll be on the lookout for that moving forward. So basically, summing up, I've been experiencing pretty bad burnout from this game over the past couple of months, so the rate of content is going to slow down, and I'll probably feature other games, but I still will have World of Warships because it still is a very fun game when you get in the right mood. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this. This is just me rambling, but yeah, until next time, see ya.